What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Tim Sports Talk. And we got an episode number 34 of the Chris and Tim podcast. Hope everybody's doing well. How you doing today, Chris?
I'm doing pretty well.
Good deal. We already got DRG and Bob Esther in the chat. What's up, guys? Bob asks, I think we can go 9-8 if Taylor keeps the mojo. Interesting. You're probably one of the low ballers when you start talking to Skins fans when they talk about Taylor Heineke. Gonna watch during my workout. All right, sounds good, DRG. Glad that you'll hang out with us. All right, sounds good. All right, well, we're gonna start off with the recap of the Giants game. Obviously, last Thursday, it was so long ago. I just rewatched the first half, and I'm really diving into what that defensive line did. But let's go ahead and recap this game, and let's go ahead and start with the GOAT, Taylor Heineke. Taylor Heineke has a huge day against this Giants team, over 300 yards, couple of touchdowns, including just a banger throw to Ricky Seals-Jones in the back of the end zone. He made a great adjustment at the goal line for J.D. Mckissick to score. He was the one that made the audible, and it was. Have you seen a picture of that? How the defense lined up on that one play, Chris?
On what?
On that goal line run that we did with J.D. McKissick?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like there was nobody on the left side of the line, so great adjustment there. And, of course, though, Heineke did throw that bad pick, but after we held them to a field goal, we got back into field goal range, and we end up winning the game. How did you feel about Heineke's performance?
Fantastic. He did what I thought he was going to do. He did what I thought he was going to do. The mini GOAT strikes again. First of all, this is what we know about Taylor Heineke. Panthers game, balled out. Tampa, balled out. Chargers, balled out. Giants, balled out. I mean, where's the surprise at? It's no surprise. It's a beast. That's what
Fair enough. No, I'm. Hey, remember after the Tampa Bay game, I wanted to pay this dude 5 years, $50 million. You remember that? I was like, let's just get this dude under contract for an extended period of time so that we don't have to pay. And it's like, hey, you know what? It sucks if we lose out on some of that money, but if it hits, that's a cheap starting quarterback in the league. And maybe it's looking like we should have done it, but hey, 2 years, $8 million or whatever we paid him with incentives. Good for him. And I heard after that field goal was made, I think he made like $125,000 for an incentive for winning a game as the primary starter. So good for him. Make some money. I wish I ever made $125,000 in a single day. That would be huge. On to the next player. We talked about it the week before in our show. One of the keys to victory was feed Terry McLaurin. Find ways to get him the football. Don't worry, do jet sweeps, do screen passes, do whatever, and they found a way to get him the football consistently. They did do some screen passes, some underneath stuff, and they did go a little bit deeper with him as well. Nice post route touchdown from Heineke. Terry's big day, 11 catches, 107 yards and a touchdown. Terry McLaurin. Big day, huh, Chris?
Huge day. He deserves it. He deserved a game ball. He showed why he's a top 5 receiver in this league. Period in the story.
Top 5 receiver already?
Already. It's no debate.
Who do you have? Is anybody over him? Is he not number 1?
Not right now, not yet.
Who's number 1?
By the end of the season, I'm going to have him as number 1.
Who do you have as number 1?
Well, I'll put him number 2. D-Hop's just been – D-Hop's number 1, period. I'll put him number 2.
D-Hop is a monster. Gotta love some D-Hop. But you're out on Devontae, huh?
I never thought Devontae Adams was better than Terry at all. You can look at his numbers, and then when I watch him play, Terry's better than him. I don't even think it's.
I love it. What up, Hawk? He says, "What's up,
Devontae
Jets?"
Not trash though. Devontae top 5, but I think Terry better than him.
Fair enough. I would love for the entire world to believe that one day, and if we continue to feed him like this, he's going to get in that conversation, and we've already talked about many times how much of a joke it is. He's not a top 100 player. Yeah, not a good look. But yes, love to see Terry McLaurin. Another guy that had a pretty good day was a guy that absolutely was a no-show in week 1. He, I think, only had a carry for 1 yard, and that was J.D. McKissick. Had 5 catches, 83 yards, 4 carries, 10 yards, but included a touchdown on that. So 93 yards of total offense and a touchdown. How'd you feel about J.D. McKissick's performance, and should we use him more going forward?
Yeah, well, yeah. Until Curtis get back, JD need to be out there. I mean that wheel route or whatever route I want to call it a wheel route. He ran up the sideline or stop and go, whatever.
It was a stop and go. It was a stop and go.
Yeah, I mean, not too many running backs would have caught that, and let alone be able to keep going. Some might have caught it and just went out of bounds. He kept going, chugging on downfield.
Yeah.
JD, he wasn't used too much in the run game at all, but in the pass game is so important because it helps you keep your team on the field.
Mm-hmm.
JD need to be out there until Curtis get back. In order to keep this offense moving, you put JD out there, kill him linebackers. Not to mention, a cornerback even got to go stick JD now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you got to put him out there. He's too effective. He's too effective.
I 100% agree. I know a lot of people are like, hey, forget J.D. McKissick. Go put Jared Patterson in the game. Put Jared Patterson in the game. It's like, hold up. I was saying all offseason, it's like, wait a minute. I still love my boy J.D. McKissick. I still want to get him in the game. I want to keep him somehow, but I don't know how we're going to do it. If he continues to play like this, he's going to ask for some big money. And I think we're only paying him like $1.8 million this year, something like $1.6
Somebody going to throw a bag at JD.
Yeah. I don't think that's going to happen. Coming out
I think
season.
a team like Tampa, if Tom stays around, he'd be their best running back. I don't care what nobody says. Because JD,
Giovanni Bernard, he could take that spot.
he's a better pass catcher than any running back they have, and he's more productive. And Tom Brady loves to throw.
You know how I feel. I still like Leonard Fournette, but I know you're. What up, John Shaw? What up, Redskins Man 10? How you guys doing? Hope you're having a good evening. And the last thing I wanted to note on the offense is, man, why didn't we run the ball more? Antonio Gibson was like, I think 13 carries, 69 yards, over 5 yards a carry. Then we threw that ball where Heineke, like, we were trying to ice the clock, and I think it was first down, and we end up throwing an interception on that one, giving it right back to the Giants. Like, it was almost like we didn't want to win that game. Do you think that's a good game plan? Because we're basically playing a very similar defense going into this week. The front seven for the Bills are not as good, but they have a good secondary. Should we continue to basically do the same thing, or do we need to run the football more?
You need to run the ball more. If that means getting Patterson the ball and then rest Gibson for his, you need to run the ball. Gibson's averaging 5 a pop. Half the time, we be looking like he about to break one open. You got to keep feeding them that way. You help Terry and them out because now like, I can play action out of this. Then you linebacker, safety's got to come down. And then you take your shot over the top of Terry. Run the ball. Mm-hmm. Run the ball. 46 dropbacks for Heineke. I'm not mad at it because he can do it. But why have him drop back that many times? Make it like, 30 to 35 is fine with me. And take the extra 10 to 15. Put the extra 10 to 15. And Gibson belly or Jared Patterson belly or something. Or, do those little short out routes. That can be like for a run. Do some of that.
Screen passes to Terry. Yeah, like short passes are definitely an extension.
And that's exactly how our offense started moving. Short passes. I said this before the game. Get him comfortable. Mm-hmm. That's it with every quarterback. You get them a couple passes here and there, a couple first downs here and there, they catch a rhythm, it's over. Mm-hmm. They let Heineke catch a rhythm. Sure, and if you try to take away the short stuff, Logan gonna kill you in the middle. So I can use these running backs back here, and I can get the short stuff anyway because they can get yards off the catch. Mm-hmm. But the biggest thing was you got Terry involved so early, and then it was like, all right. Then you had to change your coverage. Then you started doubling Terry because you were sinking him. So, stuff like that and how you set up everything, it goes hand in hand.
Yeah, Mike Starkey says Gibson needs 20 to 22 carries per game. I would love that. Even if it was like 18 to 20, I'd be okay with that. Like, if they don't want to overuse him and, like, wear him down towards the end of the year. But 13 carries is not enough, especially in a game where we're winning in the fourth quarter and it's time to go ahead and eat some of that clock. Run the football, dudes. Run the football. When is Curtis Samuel going to be back? Well, he can be back in the Atlanta game. I didn't write that one down, so let's go ahead and just talk about that now for a minute. Curtis Samuel, you said, should we even bring him back in the Atlanta game?
No. I think that's why I want us to win this game so bad. We're going to win this game. But my thing is, if you win this game, you sit Curtis next week.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning, you want to destroy Atlanta anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, that gives Curtis an extra week. Now we bring him back. If he's 100% ready for the Saints, teams can't game plan for our offense now because they haven't seen Curtis with Terry, with all these everybody else together. So really, your offense has a huge advantage. So you can go in against the Saints, high chance of beating them. Then who you got after that? Kansas City, their defense is horrible. We seen what Lamar Jackson did to it. They not gonna know what to do with Curtis.
Well, we don't have Lamar.
We got Taylor Heineke. We don't need Lamar. We got Taylor Heineke. But the point is, you have to win this game because even if you lose this game, I still don't want Curtis back next week. But I think if they lost it, they'll feel the need to bring Curtis back this week. Mm-hmm. But we win this game, you win the Atlanta game, you rest them up, come back against the Saints. That's when
he's already missed so much time that it's definitely concerning. It's a hamstring, right? Or is it groin? Groin. And I remember it was a pulled muscle. And the key to healing a torn muscle or a pulled muscle is rest. That's basically all you can do. So I would love to give that guy as much time as humanly possible so that he could be ready and just be game ready. Not all of a sudden, okay, I've been just jogging a little bit. Now I'm going to go into game time and I'm going to pull it again. No, I want him to be game day ready. Like, go ahead and do wind sprints in practice. Make sure you're physically in shape enough to play. And then by the time he's ready to get in the game, he's not going to re-aggravate that injury. Hassan's here. What up, Hassan? What up, Madison? Ben Simmons is wanting off the 76ers. Well, the 76ers should want Ben Simmons off their team. Especially since the Saints have Jameis Winston. We should beat them. Yeah, we'll see what kind of Jameis Winston we get. Obviously, he was phenomenal against the Packers and then not so good against the Panthers. Hassan, we really need to pound the ball versus the Bills. I'm taking 20 carries for Gibson and like 5 carries for JD. We'll see. We're going to talk about that one definitely next. All right. I agree with that. I already said my piece on Curtis that I would love to see him back game ready and not rush him back because I don't think we're not desperate for him in this situation right now, and we could really use him down the stretch. I don't want him to come back for a game and then he's sitting out another 4 weeks. No, just sit out for 2 more weeks.
I think if we're 4-1, like I think we're going to be, that means we will have to beat these next 3 games. I think. No, that'd be 3-1. Am I right?
If we win the next 3 games, that'd be 4.
That's 4. So the next 3 is Atlanta. No.
The next one's Bills, Atlanta, and then the Saints, I think.
Okay, Packers. So we win this next 3 games. We're going. I think we're going to beat the Chiefs. I really do. But let's say you sitting 4-1.
Okay.
Do you really do you bring Curtis back?
If he's ready, I'm bringing him back.
That's what I'm saying. If he's ready, fine. But I'm saying if it's still like a lane, like you know what I mean, do you just leave him?
I'm leaving him until he's fully healthy. Like I want to see him do complete wind sprints without coming back saying, that was a little tight. Like I want him doing basically game time ready for whenever he decides to come back. Because as I said, I don't want him bringing him back for 1 game. He re-aggravates it. Then he's gone for 2-3 weeks. Then he comes back for a game, re-aggravates it. And then all of a sudden he's gone again. I don't want to play this on and off. Because that's going to, again, confuse the play caller. Like Scott Turner. All right, am I game planning for Curtis Samuel to be in the game or am I not? Because that's going to be a much different game plan with Curtis Samuel. Because he could do so much more with a guy like Curtis than he can without Curtis. then it's going to hurt the play calling because as soon as he's out, it's like, oh crap, I game planned all week for having him. Now I don't. So it's kind of like game plan without him, and then once he's back, now we can game plan with him, and then we're going to have him for an extended period of time. That's what I would say. Leza agrees. He says, I'd bring Curtis back after week 6. I'm not putting a game on it. I don't know about you, Chris. Like, I'm not saying, like, we need to bring him back by this time. Or I'm not saying wait until this time. I'm saying wait until he's ready. Once he's ready, bring him back. That's how I feel. All right, let's continue to finish this Giants game recap. And we talked about the offense. Now it's on to the defense. And just give me your overall view on how you think the defense played.
Terrible. Outside of Cam. Outside of Cam and my man Saint Goat, I didn't like nobody else on that field. Nobody. I can't stand none of them. They always.
Come on. You got to give Allen a little credit. I give
him credit in the first quarter.
First half, at least.
Okay, first half. I give him first half.
2 sacks, 3 tackles for loss, a couple more tackles for short gains. You can't hate on too much of him. You got to put him in the good category. Come on.
The problem, the safeties are horrible.
Yeah.
There's no way. And I said it's coming into the season, but nobody wanted to open up their ears and listen to me. I said our secondary is going to be like 7-11 if Landon and Bobby McCain's back there. And lo and behold, that's exactly what it's like. Mm-hmm. Whenever Cam Curl's in the game, none of that stuff happens. Just saying. Mm-hmm. So until Landon goes to his butt on the bench or Bobby McCain get off the field, it's going to be 7-11.
Yeah, I agree. I don't want to see the field without Cameron Curl. I 1,000% agree. I don't know why they went back to this. Like, why did they really bring in Bobby McCain expecting Cameron Curl to have a bad year or something? Like, and they just started Bobby McCain right off the gate. Like, what has Bobby McCain done to earn a right to come in and just take the starting job from arguably our best defender last year? Like, one of our best defenders. You know, of course, we had Sweat and we had Young last year, but Cameron Curl was phenomenal, especially once he got the starting job. I don't know why he wasn't locked in for. And
I'm glad that this came to my mind. Teams got tape against the Chargers, against the Giants. When teams see Landon Collins and Bobby McCain back there, they're going deep. They're going to. They're that much of a liability. It's already on tape. If they see those, so now you really can't put them on the field because they're going to try to. If they see Landon Collins at free and Bobby at strong, or vice versa, those two safeties, they know their liability back there. Mm-hmm. So it's going to put extra pressure on your corners to have to play perfect throughout the entirety of a game. So now, Jack Del Rio, we have problems because you got two players on the field that cannot play together because teams are going to shred that. Mm-hmm. So that's why one of the things I wanted to say coming in.
Yeah, well, not only that, I don't know what's going on right now with Kendall Fuller. Kendall Fuller is a disaster. Like, I don't know what his PFF is, but he is an unmitigated disaster.
57.2 or something.
I don't know why it's that high. I mean, I swear this guy should be in the 30s. He is getting torched no matter who he's covering.
We got to deal with it. He got Cole Beasley, so.
Oh, God. I think Cole Beasley's probably – I mean, he's going to get his own. I don't know if he's going to have a huge day, but he's going to get some catches underneath. He may have like 70 for 7 or 7 catches for 70 or something like that in this game. But, yeah, I don't know what's going on with him. And the one play – I know a lot of people are hating on Jack Del Rio. The one play that I want him to remove is that deep cover 2 man-to-man. For some reason, whenever we run that, we're getting torched because he's playing 2 high safeties and basically leaving everybody one-on-one underneath, and we can't cover a soul underneath. We're getting pass interferences on those plays. We're letting them get wide-open players for first downs, and then we did it in the red zone, and that's the play that Daniel Jones ran right up the middle because basically John Bostic did his job. He was supposed to be guarding the slot guy, so he ran out with the slot, and then it's the 2 safeties deep, and they didn't have time to get back up and go get the quarterback, and the offensive line did a good job of just fanning everybody out. Daniel Jones had a wide open lane up the middle, and basically nobody was in the middle of the field. It was basically as bad as that play we talked about for J.D. McKissick for the Giants. Yeah, that's how bad it was for us. And I don't know why. That play does not spell positives for us right now. All right. We talked about the secondary. We talked about the D line. Yeah, the D line is not played up to snuff. I do love Allen though. Allen was actually really, really good. He even beat a double team for his second sack. It was fun to watch Allen. He was beast in the run game. Allen was legit throughout that game.
Well, maybe you should have saved some of that for the goal game.
The last thing I wanted to bring
Well,
up.
you know what? Going back to that, they're not even rotating. When do I don't see the rotation that I seen last year with the D line, with the interior, because I don't see Settle on the field that much.
Settle's
I
not on the field a
barely.
lot.
I get why Matt not on the field. They're just trying to work him back. But
Yeah.
why Settle's not on the field? He had 6 sacks last season.
Yeah, Matt, they actually play a lot of 5-down linemen, actually. So Matt comes in as their 5th lineman, but it's a lot of times where I've seen Matt, Allen, Payne, Sweat, and Young all on the field and rushing at that point. And I feel like we should have got more pressure with that.
Yeah, I don't want to see those guys in the game that much because if they're going to burn out, put Tim and Settle in there.
Yeah, Tim only exclusively came in when they brought in the second line. Like he wasn't in rotation as far as to ever play with the ones. He was only brought in when they brought in James Smith-Williams, Casey Toohill, that group, the backups of the backups, as when he was coming in the game. The last thing I wanted to bring up in this game is, are we really? I've seen some people talk about that Hopkins was a positive in this game. Hopkins just missed that kick. Just missed it. And he's so fortunate that they jumped off sides in the middle of the line. But that offsides jump was not something that affected the kick. It's not like, I know some people think of, they went offside, so that means they got an easy jump on it, and they must have interfered with the kick. Like if the outside guy gets an early jump and he beats the edge and he kind of jumps out there and forces the kicker to kick it to one side or the other. No, that didn't happen. All right? That did not happen. That thing just got shanked to the right. And then he's so lucky. And then Ron Rivera gave him a game ball. I understand why he did it, because he's trying to keep morale up. He's trying to keep Dustin Hopkins, not down in the dumps for missing the first one. It's like, hey, you got a second chance. Great. I'm glad you got the second chance. And now you get a game ball, and you made the most of it. But I don't know. I'm still concerned about Hopkins. I don't know about you.
Because I got a game coming down to him this Sunday. Oh, hopefully we can get like a 30-yard field goal.
Even then, are we really great? Is Dustin Hopkins Ron Rivera's son? What's going on? Oh, my goodness. He did go 3 for 3 before that missed, and then he made the 4th. So technically on the stat sheet it says 4 for 4, but he missed a big one, and that was scary. Hopkins got to go, Spray says. I've been saying that we should have left him in London. Oh, geez, a long time ago. Yeah, that was a bad one. If you watch the holder mess that kick up, all right, I'll watch it again. But it didn't seem like the hold was that bad.
The hold was good for me when I seen Tressaway take it.
I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt there, Michael. I'm gonna go watch it again, but I'm almost positive that really it just seemed like the kick was on him. Redskins fan 10 says Hopkins still needs to be cut. I am legit not comfortable. We will get 3 when he goes on the field. Yeah, and he missed a 53-yarder in week 1. I mean, it's not like 53-yarders are chip shots, but at the same time, 53-yarders are not impossible to make. And it's just tough. Can you believe that we have no confidence in Hopkins making anything over 50? Kickers today make 60+. Exactly. Daniel Carlson for the Raiders is somebody that a lot of people don't talk about. Well, he was perfect last year from over 50, and he just made a 55-yard field goal to beat the Ravens a couple weeks ago. So it's not like it's impossible. I think it was 8 kickers last year went 100% from over 50 yards, and Hopkins is under 50% if you count last year. It's not good. Dustin gave every fan a cardiac arrest on Sunday. Yeah, I can only imagine being at that game. Yeah, it would be a scary, scary time. All right, any last thoughts on this Giants game before we close that chapter and we move on to the Buffalo Bills?
Nope.
All right. Sounds good. Why didn't we get Matt Prater in free agency? He hit a 62-yarder versus the Vikings last Sunday. Oh, that would have been fun. He plays. Who do the Vikings play? He plays for Tennessee now.
I
The
don't know
Vikings
where he
played
played.
the Titans, right? No, they played the Cardinals. That's right. And well, I'm glad we didn't have the Vikings kicker because the Vikings missed like a 37-yard field goal. But we may talk about that one later. Alrighty then, let's go ahead and hop into this week 3 preview against the Buffalo Bills. So, quick recap on Buffalo right now. Buffalo is also 1-1, just like us. They lost to Pittsburgh 23-16, absolutely falling apart in the fourth quarter. They gave up 17 points in the fourth quarter, including a blocked punt, and that ends up costing them. And then last week, they took out Tua Tagovailoa, and they ended up crushing the Dolphins 35-0. Josh Allen hasn't played particularly well. I know, Chris, you sent me a stat sheet that Heineke has better stats, technically. Much better completion percentage, better touchdown to interception ratio, like the whole 9. Taylor Heineke is technically having a better season. I think basically it was like rushing yards right now Josh Allen has on him. But outside of that, Heineke's had the better year. And then their defense is similar to the Giants. They have a very good secondary. They have Micah Hyde. They have Poyer at safety, Tre'Davious White at corner. I don't know if they have quite as much depth as the Giants do in the secondary, but they definitely still have a solid secondary, but not the best front 7 and/or pass rush.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about this game right now, man? What do you got?
I got us.
Well, we'll get into the score prediction later, but how are you feeling about the matchups? Like, what kind of matchups?
Obviously Terry. I think getting Terry the ball early and often, moving him around, you need to confuse the defense. So I think you need to get Terry the ball early. You can't go this game with a cornerback like Tre'Davious White without having Terry to catch get a rhythm and getting comfortable with the ball. And then you throw him a random contested catch and expect him to come up with it, and he hasn't had no catches. So him and Tre'Davious White, I like that. That other corner, Diami gonna have to eat. The other corner, he's not that. He's okay, but the other corner, Diami gonna have to eat this game. And what's his face? Ron Rivera said he want to get Cam Sims on the field. Put a Cam Sims site, get a big body out there. I don't care. Kill those linebackers. I think Jared Patterson is going to see more time because this is Buffalo, and this is where I don't want to necessarily say he's from, but he's
from this area, but he went to Buffalo. Yeah.
So I'm sure they'll probably give him some. Just kill those linebackers. Get Tremaine Edmonds, Tremaine Edmonds up out of there. The other linebacker is horrible. Just come on, man. Come on.
We might be seeing my defensive rookie of the year, though. I did pick Gregory Rousseau to get defensive rookie of the year.
Leno.
Yeah, the offensive line played decently for us last week.
If Leno shut down Leonard Williams, he better shut down that rookie. Period.
Yeah, for sure. Bills might sign Quentin Dunbar. Interesting. Quentin Dunbar's not a horrible second corner. I think that'd be a decent on the other side from Tre'Davious White. Like, if he was guarding Terry McLaurin, game over. But we should win, guys. There's a chance we may give up over 100 yards rushing to Allen. Yeah, a very good chance. He's great.
Damon better be spying.
Yeah, we need to. If we lose contain on Josh Allen like we did with Daniel Jones, that's going to be one of the. I'm getting really close to the nail of the coffin if that happens with Jack Del Rio. I mean, come on. Or a player of some sort. If Landon Collins keeps biting on those runs, and especially in this game, I understand maybe a slight bit where it's like, okay, you're still scared of Saquon Barkley, so you want to like overplay Saquon. But Devin Singletary, Zach Moss, Matt Breida, these guys aren't rock stars. They're solid backs, but they're not rock stars. Don't overcommit. Don't let Josh Allen get out of the pocket and destroy us, because, yeah, that would be horrible. Matt Milano is the other linebacker and I think he actually is pretty decent. Sign says don't sleep on him. I think you're right. Scott Turner makes smart play calls. That's – I mean, can't be passing the ball when we have the lead on first down. I mean,
we can't play conservative.
Yeah.
It depends on I hope the defense don't let up a touchdown on the first drive again.
2
But
weeks in a row, yep.
it depends on how the defense plays, how the offense is going to go out and play.
Yep.
If Buffalo jumps out to a start, we're opening up the playbook immediately.
Yep.
We're not gradually doing anything because you're going to have to keep up with them in scoring. Game plan, double Diggs. That's all they have. If you double team Stephon Diggs, they have nothing else. Josh Allen is going to look mediocre. We know what Josh Allen looked like before Diggs. I don't care if you got a triple team Diggs. Diggs doesn't get a catch. Let Cole Beasley, Gabriel Davis, Devin Singletary, if they win like that, okay, who
More
cares?
power to them, right?
Exactly. But you're not beating me with Diggs. Period.
Yeah, I agree. Diggs is definitely their number one weapon, and it's not close. Like it's a big drop off after that. The tight ends for the Bills
I'm not
aren't
even worried
phenomenal.
about dog.
Yeah, so which is going to be nice for our linebackers.
Exactly. This is a perfect game for the defense to come out and dominate. They got one, bruh.
Well, they have a great offensive line too. If our defensive line hasn't been able to beat some of these other ones,
They
they have
got
a
to
great offensive
dominate, bro.
line. Somebody asked earlier, actually. Let's go to this comment. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Come on, let me find it. Let's see. Somebody said it earlier. This guy, Asan. What up, Asan? Do you guys think that we should try to press or just play man and blitz or third, like on third and longs, I mean? What do you think about that, Chris?
I'll do man coverage. Why not? But I'm doubling Diggs. I don't care if they do it like how they do on punts. And you got to put two people in front of Diggs. Diggs goes nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Cole, St. Juice, and Kendall should be able to lock down the other two.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said I don't care. I never liked their offense because, I mean, okay, Emmanuel Sanders, he's washed. But so if he's going to be out there, okay, Kendall going to be on him. He needs to be locked. Kendall should lock that down. St. Juice should lock Cole Beasley or whoever he's
lock
got
his
down.
soul down, but okay.
So, I mean, that's where Cam Curl comes in. So, I mean, this game is not rocket science.
Yeah. So,
it's not.
Yeah, to answer your question, though, on third and longs, my philosophy has always been this. Is on third and longs, to get long yardage, you need more time to develop the route. So the quarterback needs more time to sit. I don't know why I consistently see defensive coordinators rush 3, rush 4, and let the quarterback sit back there and somebody eventually get open. I hate that. I am somebody that it's third and long, at least blitz 5, maybe 6. Because if they get the ball out quick, make a tackle. But at least you're not getting destroyed deep, like because you're letting a long play develop in the middle of the field or something like that, like they did against Keenan Allen. Like Keenan Allen ends up finding the open spot. Justin Herbert had enough time. Boom, 3rd and 17 complete, or 3rd and 16, 17 yards later we get it. I always said third and long, we blitz. That's why I didn't like Joe Barry. That's why I didn't like Greg Minuski, because they never ever did this. But then on third and short, they would blitz. It would be so frustrating because it's like they would just do a quick slant and they get a first down easily. It's like, no, on third and short, now I'm rushing for just loading up the first down line with a bunch of linebackers and corners, maybe play one safety over top to see whoever goes deep, but I am not letting that, I'm not letting the quarterback just have a quick free one-on-one, let me get the ball out quick. That's how always I feel, but let's see. What's up, big country? BC stopping by. Great channel if you haven't gone and watched him. He's a Cowboys fan, but he does good work over there. Talks a lot of NFC East. You all need to run more man coverage and blitz more this week. Against Allen, don't make the same mistake you made against Herbert. Yeah, I agree. Did not let Allen get comfortable. But at the same time, Allen is great when he gets off schedule and makes plays with his legs. If you don't get there, he can destroy you if you don't have enough back coverage. But I do think we have to continue to mix it up, continue to disguise, because Josh Allen is going to be a guy that if things break down and you don't get there with your blitz, he can make big problems. But overall, I do like the sentiment. And I know everybody wants to run more man coverage, but I'm just so concerned with how bad our secondary's been. I mean, Will Jack's been fine. Benjamin St-Juste is okay. But Will Jack, the problem with him is he gets PIs too often. I think it's and also there's been times that he could get called on PIs when he doesn't get called. But I don't know. It's interesting. What do you think about this right here, Chris?
We do need to blitz more.
Mm-hmm.
We need to. That's what we need to blitz more. Send some safeties.
Mm-hmm.
Send some safeties, please. If we got to do on third down, go one high with Cam, I'll do that. Blitz Landon, blitz Bobby, do anything and everything you got to do to get to that quarterback. I don't care. That's it.
Yeah, Big Country says we should run 60% man, maybe. Yeah, 100% disguise it. Yeah, I agree. Hassan, I think the way we have to attack the Bills is run the ball, challenge their second corner, with Terry and Diami, Mckissick versus their linebackers and run man coverage. Yeah, we'll get into our keys to victory to Bills here in a minute. Roger, before I read this, run the ball more, right? Always run. No, when in doubt, run the ball. I got it, Roger. No, I'm just kidding. Pressure the linebackers with the seam routes from 12 personnel, smash mouth running. Oh, okay, I got that part right. With all three running backs, play action going deep to Terry and Deuce. Diami Brown. When the safeties are up and run support, tight ends should eat also. Yeah, I mean, Logan Thomas, I'm curious to see what kind of game he has.
Yeah, he hasn't had that Logan Thomas-like game yet.
Yep. He did have a touchdown week 1, but he hasn't gone off yet like he did against like Pittsburgh last year.
Yeah.
So, it's interesting. All right, well, anything last comments before we get into the keys to victory?
Nope.
All right, so keys to victory to beat the Bills. All right, I got my 5 written down. 5. Yep, I got 5. Number 1 key: force turnovers. How the Steelers beat this Bills team is they had 4 turnovers against this team. 2 turnovers on downs, a fumble, and a block punt. We got to find a ways to get the ball back for our offense and force turnovers. That's number 1. Number 2, continue to feed Terry. Terry McLaurin is the best player on this team. No ifs, ands, or buts. Continue to feed him. We did a great job last week to make sure that Terry McLaurin get as much as possible. He had 11 catches, 107 yards, and a touchdown. I want a very similar day. I don't care. Tre'Davious White is not shutting down Terry McLaurin. Hey, run the football. Number 3, Gibby can run the heck out of the ball. He had over 5 yards of carry last week. He's done well throughout the day. He only had 13 carries. Dude, if we have a lead in the second half, stay balanced. Run the football. Don't get too cute. Just continue to press. And I'm not saying run it 40 times next game, but if we can run it a nice 18 times with Terry McLaurin, I would like that a lot more than just 13. We talked about number 1 was to force turnovers from them. Number 2 is protect the football. Taylor Heineke cannot have a silly interception just like he did against the Giants. Okay, the Giants absolutely they should have scored a touchdown. We gave them the ball in the red zone, but instead we stopped to a field goal. But if you give Josh Allen those kind of if you give him field position like that, he's going to continue to score touchdowns, and it's going to get out of hand really quickly. And the last key to victory is to go along with that theme: keep them out of the end zone. Keep them out of the end zone. They're going to move the ball. This offense will move the ball, whether it be with the run game because Josh Allen can continue to run, or whether it be with the pass game with Stephon Diggs and Cole Beasley and company. They're going to move the ball. But if we stay strong, kind of bend, don't break, stay strong in the red zone, don't let them score touchdowns, hold them to field goals, that'll keep us in this football game and give us a chance going forward. But if we give them 4 or 5 touchdowns this game, it's going to get out of hand. All right. Any other keys to victory that you think I missed?
Well, you took my first 3, so.
All right, then what's the other 2 that I didn't mention?
4.
Gibson's also really good at fumbling. He had 2 fumbles all last year, DB.
4. Cam Curl needs to play the whole game. Unless he's tired, I don't want to see him off the field. That's 4. If we want to force turnovers, what better guy to have on the field than Cam?
Mm-hmm.
Quarterbacks don't like to throw Cam's way. Cam always seems to be in the right place at the right time. He always makes the proper play. Cam Curl needs to be in the game the entire game.
Mm-hmm.
My last one. D-line got to get one stop. I don't if we find ourselves to be up somehow, with not me not say somehow, and we get up, you need to get me one stop so that we can go up by 2 scores. Because if we go up by 2 scores, you force Josh Allen to force the ball downfield, meaning you force turnovers when that happens. Get a lead. The offense is going to get you a lead. The lead. They're going to get you a lead, period, in the story. They're going to score. Your job is to get one stop early on so the offense can march back downfield and get another point, get some points on the board so that you can force Josh Allen to push the ball downfield. Once he tries to play hero ball, turnovers come, sacks come. Then you break the game open.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my 5 keys.
There you go. All right. Well, the final thing of this Bills, and then we'll go on to some other NFL stuff, is our score predictions. Do you want me to go first or you go first?
I'll go first.
All right. What do you got, Chris? What's your score prediction?
Yeah. 29 to 26.
29-26. WTF?
Yup.
No, I was kidding. WFT.
Well, whatever you want to call it.
He shouldn't be passing it 46 times. Hey. All right, so you said 29-26 Washington.
29-26 Washington.
All right, you know I get to turn your mic up. Well, thanks for letting me know. How long we've been in and nobody wants to tell me that? I just updated my computer and stuff, so there's a lot of stuff that's like a little bit off by this. Hopefully that sounds a little bit better. Anyway, because I changed my browser, all this kind of stuff. You know, me versus technology, everybody knows, it's a problem. All right, so what was the last thing you said? Oh, you said the score prediction 29-26 Bills. All right, 31-23. Is it bad now? I hope I turned it up and it sounds good. All right, I have 31-23 Bills. 31-23 Bills. I don't think we're quite on that level to beat the Bills yet. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible. I don't think it's like we are way out of our depths in this game. I don't think we're going to get 35-0'd like the Dolphins did or anything like that. But I do think the Bills, they're extremely well coached. They've been around a while. They have a great quarterback. I know he hasn't been great yet, but they have also a fantastic number one receiver of their own. I think, and their running backs are a little bit underrated. They're not Saquon Barkley level, but they're a little bit underrated. But it is what it is. I have 31-23. Blitz Predict says 25-20. It's a weird score. Washington 25. Bill. Oh, okay, so both of you have 25-20, but it's the other way around. How in the world did we get to 25? 25 is such a weird number. How often does a team get 25 points?
Unless we go for a 2-point conversion.
It's kind of what it has to be, right? Because how do you get to 25, like, legitimately? 25.
You score a touchdown, you get 21, you do a 2-point conversion, and you kick a field goal.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just thinking without the 2-point conversion. Like, how many field goals would that have to be? There's really not a... Actually, there's not a way without missing a PAT or scoring a 2-point conversion. I think you might be right. We beat the Steelers last year. We can for sure beat the Bills, in my opinion. Hey, it is. It could happen. It happens a good bit. What do you mean? To get to 25, really? It happens a good bit? So many ways, missed extra points. But I was thinking, like, without missed extra points. Like, I don't think you can, right? Like, it's got to be something weird like that. Like a 2-point conversion or a missed extra point. Or a safety, of course. Two field goals, missed extra point. Is that right? or 2 missed extra points, I guess it would be it. It's weird. It's a weird score to get to. Seriously, 25 is a weird score. I wonder how many times 25 points is scored. Anyway, we've spent too much time on this anyway. It's fun. But missed extra points. Yeah, I think it's going to have to be weird. You can't. It's not just like 3 touchdowns and a field goal is my point. Like, it's got to be something off. But anyway, all right. So you got 29-26. I got 31-23. And well, you said Washington. I said Bills. And we'll see how it goes. As usual, I always hope you guys are right. TT Stay Goated says 24-21 Bills. So nice close game. Everybody's saying it's a close game. So hopefully that doesn't mean it's a blowout. The last time we got shut out was versus the Bills in Canada back when Shanahan was our coach. Is that true? Well, Redskins Van 10 is the historian of the Redskins, so I will trust that fact. All right. Well, let's go around the NFC East. So we already know the Giants lost to us, obviously. They're down 0-2. This week, they got the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons looking really rough. They got destroyed by the Eagles, and then they got pretty worked by the Bucks last week. How bad is it if the Giants go down to them and go 0-3?
I don't see that happening. That'd be terrible. Somebody will have to get cut. That's not gonna happen. I think that's gonna be the game they use Saquon to actually get going. Saquon will have a huge game.
Yeah.
They're going to use that game in particular to get his confidence back, to get everything he needs back. They're going to do everything in their power to get Saquon involved in that game. Because I think that's the game Saquon be like, okay, I'm back. He's going to take off. So they're not going to play with Atlanta. And Atlanta's offense is horrible.
I did not see Saquon's face when they lost. I didn't notice his face. Did he have a sad face or a mad face? Was he ticked? I'm not sure. I mean, how many times has he lost to Washington? Once? Maybe? Saquon. I know we always talk about how Daniel Jones was undefeated against us, but Saquon hasn't lost to Washington very many times since he got drafted. I think he's only beat us one. Oh, you think he cried a little? Interesting. I believe it was 2011 because I remember John Beck playing. The Vegas spread was changed today. Before the Bills were 9-point favorites. Now they're 7.5. Well, I picked it up at 8.5. I bet it at 8.5. So. We'll see where it ends
Y'all
up
gonna
being.
lose that, by the way. I'm the one that's gonna be right. So.
No. I bet Washington. 8.5.
So you bet that we will win.
I bet that we wouldn't lose by more than 8.5.
Oh well, you didn't pick us to win. But I'm just saying that we're not gonna lose the game. Period.
Hey, as usual, I hope you're right. The Falcons game is the Eli Manning jersey retirement game. The team will most likely be paying to win for Eli Manning, so I predict they will win. Interesting. I don't know. Maybe they're going to lose. Then you'll see the classic Eli Manning stank face.
They'll get that one.
The Eli Manning stank face. I love that stuff. I'd probably say the Falcons win because they are such an up and down team. 1 week they'll score 7, the next they'll score 50. Yeah, but I don't know if they're going to. Are they going to have a game? I wonder when the first time the Falcons will have a game where they don't give up 30.
No.
They're going to give up 30 every week. They have no defense over there. It's terrible. If they do what I suggest, we win 31-17. Ooh. Big offense for 22 to 30. 212 yards, 3 touchdowns for Taylor. I like that. 42 carries from our RBs. Oh, my God. Yeah, there's no way we're running it 42 times. Carries Mckissick and Patterson. Oh, yeah. I mean, we're destroying them if we run it 42 times. Like, destroying them. They didn't address the D at all. Yeah, I mean, that defense is horrific. So that's the big problem with the Falcons. Yeah, I don't see – I'm picking the Giants also. I don't think the Giants are going to lose to the Falcons. All right, well, let's go on to the Cowboys and the Eagles. But first, the Cowboys. Cowboys beat the Chargers. Now, they definitely got some fortunate stuff. I don't know about all the calls, but their defense got worked. They didn't even force a punt all game, yet the Chargers missed a field goal, and the Chargers had 2 turnovers. But what happened with the calls? You tell us.
It was a lot of bad calls, but it was some calls that's warranted. Okay. I mean, technically speaking, Justin Herbert threw 2 more touchdowns. So what was the score? 2017. So we had
Mhm.
31 points, but all of them kept getting called back. So
Oh,
really, they smoked Dallas. If you watch the game, they was smoking them. Really,
yeah.
it was just the freaking penalty after penalty after penalty after penalty. Dallas got away with one, to be honest with you. But I mean, the Chargers lost the game. I don't. Dallas didn't win the game. Chargers lost it.
I gotcha. No, I definitely hear you on. Oh, I went back and watched looked at the play-by-play. I didn't actually watch the game, but the drives were insane. I mean, they were just driving it on Dallas every time they touched the ball. And as I said, they didn't force one punt. There was not a single punt in the game. It was a missed field goal and 2 turnovers, basically in the red zone, that cost them the game. But yeah, it's interesting. Do I still think the Washington football team is going to split with the Cowboys? For now, I'm going to stick with that prediction. I don't really see why to change that for now. It's obviously a long season. There could be a lot that changes. But for now, I'm going to say we split with the Cowboys. We will run 42 times if Turner has a stroke. Oh, jeez. AJ Terrell, Deion Jones, for I don't even know how to say Facade is their only defense. Yeah, I mean they're bad defense. What up, big country? Turnovers wins games, folks. That's true. You did get big turnovers, and you turned over Justin Herbert twice, and you won. And you had an offense that could sustain their own drives. And I talked about how their defense got worked, but their offense did enough to win the game. As far as they had long sustained drives, they may have only punted once in that game. If that, I mean, the Cowboys' offense also played really, really well. And Big Country, guess what? As he says, guess what? You ran the football, Big Country. You ran the football. Facts. Facts there, Big Country. Nah. All right. And then we got the Eagles. They are now also 1-1, but this week they lost to the 49ers. It was a tough game. I believe it was only like 17-11 or something ugly like that. Yeah, 17-11. The Niners scored 10 points in the fourth quarter.
Pause.
What's that?
No, I was reading John Shaw comment.
Dallas offense will blow the Eagles D hard. Oh, jeez, that's a comment. Welcome, Facts. Love your stuff. You're like such a crap. Shame you like such a crap team. Guess what? Go Cowboys. There you go, Big C. BC, that's funny. No, but the Eagles, they lost 17-11. Jalen Hurts did not have nearly as good a day as he did against the Falcons, but he did run the ball 10 carries, 82 times for a touchdown. I know you watched that game. What did you see out of the Eagles-Niners?
The Eagles had ample opportunities to win that game, but they didn't. Watching the Eagles, they're inconsistent. I mean that's to be expected, but I'm still not sleeping on it because the Eagles was beating the crap out of them. If you watch the game, it was just they got like almost like 2 touchdowns called back because I think he stepped out of bounds. He caught a deep touchdown, step out of. Then they threw a deep bomb out of their own end zone back up into like the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
And they didn't score. It was just like the 4 downs, they didn't get in the end zone. They went for it on 4th down, they didn't get it. But the Eagles, bro, that's a Monday night game. That's gonna be a good game. So if anybody think Dallas is gonna sit there and blow them out, they got another thing coming because Eagles offense is not bad at all. It just 49ers front 7 picked up. 49ers secondary is awful. The difference this game is Dallas don't have crap on defense. So Jalen Hurts is going to abuse them. And I think Eagles defense is going to be the actual team to actually get a real stop. But I think Cowboys win that game.
Yeah, because that is their next matchup. It is the Eagles versus Cowboys. It's a Monday night game?
Yep.
Yeah, the Monday night game. So that'll be on the channel. We'll do live play-by-play for that one. But yeah, I'm gonna take the Cowboys in that game. You said who'd you take?
I took Dallas.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Cowboys in the game. I do like
I hope Eagles
that
win.
offense is more. But whoever wins that game, I hope they lose the next 3. Right? I hope they don't.
I hope. Yeah.
So I would love a tie. I would love both of them to go 1-1-1. Let's go to overtime. Send this thing into a tie. I think that'd be a lot of fun for everybody involved, especially you Cowboys fans. You'll have fun. You'll like it. Now, screw it. Eagles 44-40. Wow, I don't think it's going to be that high scoring.
It's going to be somewhere in the 30s.
The Eagles' RPO is dangerous with Hurts. That's true. That's true, BC. That's true. Eagles and Dallas are going to split this year. Maybe.
Yeah.
I am not big on the Eagles, but at the same time, I know they're not a soft team. They're just not like. But I also didn't know how their head coach was going to be. That's another reason why I just really didn't like he was such a goober this offseason. Like, just all his press conferences were just so horrible that I'm just like, this guy can't succeed. But he's 1-1 right now. We'll see how it goes. And as I said, his one win comes against the lowly Falcons. I mean, come on. They suck. Can we see a TE stunt or a... Oh, whoa, what happened? Or a zone blitz and where there's the press man coverage? And why aren't we seeing Hudson in the rover position in that 5-1-5 defense formation? Yeah, I don't know if Hudson's really played at all. And if he's been on the field, it's not much. He's mostly just been a special teams guy. But... I mean, Hudson should be on the field way before freaking John Bostic, especially on 3rd and long. But who knows? That being said, guess what? Go Cowboys and keep up the good work. All right, BC, man, have a good one. Thanks for stopping by, as usual. Appreciate it, man. You think the Raiders winning next game? We'll talk about more around the NFL here in a minute. Let's see. But I'm going to take the Cowboys in this game. I think it's going to be more low scoring. I think it's going to be maybe like 24-16, not like super high, not super low scoring, but not super high either. I think it'll be like something like 24, maybe 23-16, something ugly, like a good NFC East matchup should be. That's what I have. What about you? What do you think the score is going to be?
33-31.
34-31. 34? Oh, so you think it's going to be high scoring?
It's definitely. Both defenses suck.
I don't know. Division games, weird things happen. You know each other.
Devontae Smith going to have the best game of his career.
This is an interesting question. Question for y'all. Who will be the last remaining undefeated team?
Panthers.
The Panthers. I don't even know who's undefeated. All the undefeated teams right now. Let me look at the standings.
Tampa's undefeated.
Rams are undefeated.
Rams undefeated. That's gonna be a good game. I'm definitely watching that. I don't know if you're gonna be on stream that game, but you usually get off at 4. I don't know if they play at 4, but that's definitely a game to watch.
My two picks are either Rams or Bucks.
I'm going Panthers.
I'm going Bucks. I'm going to go Bucks. I think the Bucks will be the last team to go undefeated.
Well,
the Rams will be the last remaining at 11-0.
So you basically chose Tampa this game.
Huh?
So you basically just chose Tampa.
Our game?
No, I'm saying you basically they play the Rams this week, so you basically just chose Tampa.
Oh shoot! It's Tampa versus Rams.
Yeah.
Crap! I didn't look at the schedule at all.
So one of those two teams about to go.
Oh no! All right, I'm gonna just say this then. I'm gonna be a fence rider. Whoever wins that game is gonna be the last undefeated team.
I can subscribe to that.
Whoever wins this game this weekend.
But the Panthers have the best chance with their schedule because they got the Texans. They already 3-0. Then they got Dallas. They can smoke Dallas, and I'm hoping they do.
Fair enough. And don't sleep on the Niners and the Cardinals. They could go for.
No.
I don't know what the schedules are though. It's gonna be interesting. Cardinals, they're going to get hurt too fast.
I trust Donald Roger. You tripping.
Panthers will get destroyed. I don't trust Darnold. Yeah, I think they're going to lose eventually. I don't think they're going to go undefeated. I don't think they're going crazy 10-0, 9-0 or something like that. If they're the last one to go undefeated, then they're going to be 6-0 and some random teams lost or something like that. Let's say if the Rams beat the Bucks and then the Rams played the Seahawks, and they could easily lose to the Seahawks. Division game, weird things happen. I could see that. I could see something
we
like
all know
that
what
happening.
they do to DK. So.
I mean, how far can the Raiders go undefeated? When do they play Kansas City the first time?
Nah, that ain't gonna last long.
I mean, they beat two decent teams, Steelers and the Ravens.
Steelers a little bit washed up.
The Broncos have beat two bad teams, right? Who did they beat this week? Jacksonville or something?
They beat somebody. I forgot.
Yeah,
I think
it was Jacksonville. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So, all right, my prediction is whoever wins the Rams-Bucks game, and his prediction is the Panthers. Jimmy G will get hurt. They will lose the next game. If Jimmy G gets hurt, that's a benefit. They're going to get Trey Lance, and that's going to be a plus. What do you think about Fields being named the starter against the Browns this week? Good. Dalton sucks. He should never have been the backup. Dalton is terrible. Funny how having a decent O-line and a run game makes a QB better. Yeah, that's how it works. It's a wild concept that only a few teams understand, it seems. Darnold has looked great so far. I mean, he's got weapons for days. I mean, you have DJ Moore, you have Christian McCaffrey, you have Robbie Anderson, you have Terrace Marshall.
Dan Arnold.
Dan Arnold. You got Tommy Trimble as your backup tight end.
I mean, defense is top 3 right now.
Yeah, and Chuba Hubbard is the backup running back too. I mean, they got weapons over there for Sam Darnold. Like, Sam Darnold's in a position where he can't fail. Trey is not ready to play more than a special package. Trey will be fine.
Yeah,
the only reason that I say that, it's kind of like Mac Jones playing in the Patriots.
The Mac, man.
Yeah, the Patriots system. Like, that's the perfect system. Trey Lance is in the perfect system for him. The Kyle Shanahan run, he's going to do exactly what RG3 did back in the day. You know, they'll set it up with one read plays, a lot of slant passes, a lot of run game, a lot of zone running, a lot of getting him out of the pocket. They will run the perfect offense for Trey Lance. He's in a great situation. So as soon as he gets the start, Trey Lance, he's going to run away with it, I think. I mean, he's going to have rookie moments. He's not going to be perfect. But I'm just saying, he's going to be – the Niners will not skip a beat because they're going to still have a great defense, and they're still going to have a great run game. Trey Lance will be good because Jimmy G sucks. Some more breakout players this year so far, KJ Osborne and Mike Edwards. I'm not familiar
Me neither.
With either, but fair enough. They're breaking out. Good for them. I'm glad. All right, let's see. What else around the NFL before we go ahead and get in our prediction? Let's take a look at the scores from last week. Just run through these things real quick. Week 2. Bears beat the Bengals. Wasn't that a surprise?
Yeah.
Joe Burrow, 19 of 30, 207 yards, 2 touchdowns. Joe Mixon, I wonder, what happened in that game that caused the Bengals to lose? I feel like they should have beat the Bears. Well, they gave up an opening drive touchdown. That sucks. They went for it on downs. They didn't get that, so that's basically a turnover. They fumbled the ball. It looks like in their own territory, giving up a field goal. Then they threw an interception for a touchdown, and then another. So back-to-back, then 3 interceptions in a row for Joe Burrow? Well, that'll do it. 3 interceptions in a row in the second half. That'll do it to you every single time. Yeah, Joe Burrow threw 3 picks. I see that TT Goated said that. So that's an interesting game. I picked the Bengals to win that game. That was unfortunate. That was the only game where Chris and I picked the same team that we got wrong. We both went 11-5 last week. I got wrong the Bengals, the Dolphins, the Saints, the Vikings, and the Seahawks. The freaking Vikings missing that last-second field goal. What bombs! I should have won that game. And you should have won the Chiefs game, if we're being honest. That crazy fumble.
Hold on. Let me do this.
Hi, Vupas. Hi. Did Mommy close the door on you? Hail Hitler. Oh, jeez Louise. Who is this dude in the chat? I don't know. I just got rid of him. Burrow has no O-line till they do. He has nothing. Speaking of not really good O-line play, the Jets. Did you see that video of that kid that broke down the Jets play?
No.
Oh, I gotta send that to you. It's hilarious. It's absolutely hysterical. It's. Can I play it on here? Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. And I'll send it to you so you can watch it too. He absolutely destroys the Jets. Destroys them. In the chat, did you guys see the... Oh, come on. Yeah, let me copy this. Let me send it to you. Did you guys see... He's like a 12-year-old kid on TikTok or something like that. And he just absolutely annihilates... That. He's like, if the Jets have ever been summed up in one play, this is the Jets in a nutshell. The Jets in a nutshell. TikTok. Oh, man, I can't freaking find it. Can I send it to me in the email? Why is there always some trolls on YouTube comments? It's just people find it funny for some reason. I don't know why they think it's funny. It's really just it's not cool at all. I don't understand. Like it is what it is, I guess, because they get the attention. But like I don't see why that would be an enjoyable.
I just reported him like 6 times.
Good, he deserves it. He deserves that. All right, I'm trying to see if I can't email myself this. And see if I can't play it. Is there a way to ban him? I only know of putting him in timeout. I don't know how to
River Bowl. They call them River
Usually
Bowl.
once you put them in timeout, they don't come back. The real problem is when they're bots and they just like swarm you. It sucks.
River Bowl.
Yeah, I try to post. Let me see here. All right, I sent it to myself.
Riverboat run. Riverboat run.
Riverboat run.
We like our guys. We like what we have.
We like our guys. We like what we have. That is what he always says. It's so funny. I'm gonna try sharing the screen. I want to test this out. So you guys are gonna be my test subjects to see if this works.
Well, you know what? Actually, that little Twitter beef with Adam Pac-Man Jones, it might make Will Jack actually come out and give him a little bit of fire underneath him to try to prove a point.
All right, you guys can see this, right? Let me know if you guys can hear this, because this is hysterical. And Chris, you watch it on your phone, but mute your mic. And I'll tell you in like I'll give you a 3, 2, 1 countdown to hit. As a Jew myself, I want to ban him. Yeah, I would love to ban him. I would have banned him in a heartbeat. I just literally when I hit it, it says put user in timeout, and that's actually no wait, it says block user. I'm an idiot. I guess I could have blocked him. I'm sorry. Next time, now that I put him in timeout, I can't do it. But next time I'll block. Okay, now I know that block's an option. I don't know why I didn't think to read the next one. So, oops. Should have done that. All right, you guys let me know if you can hear this. Dang it! You can't hear it? That's so sad. All right, I'll just post the link in the freaking thing. That's so dumb. Why can't you... Like, if I show you these things, why doesn't it work? Dang it. Well, thanks for letting me know that we can't hear. It's only 30 seconds long, so I didn't... So I posted the link there. It's hilarious. I highly suggest watching it. As I said, it's like 29 seconds long, and it's the Jets in a nutshell, and it's a 12-year-old just absolutely annihilating their existence. All right, well, let's go ahead and go through. So as I said, Chris and I both went 11-5 with our records, so our game predictions. Last week I went 7-9, he went 6-10, so I'm still winning by just one game. And you ready to go through week 3?
Yeah.
We'll call it a
Let's
show
get
after that.
down and dirty.
Down and dirty. Post in the Discord. All right, it didn't work in there. I'll post it in the Discord too, because it's hysterical. All right. Man, I wish you could hear. I got to figure that out. I wonder if I'm sure there's a way. There's got to be a way that I can have it set up where I can hit play, and it works. Like there's got to be a way. I just don't know how to do it yet. And me and technology fight like cats and dogs. So it's not going to be easy. All right, week 3, Thursday night matchup. We got the Texans versus the Panthers. Who you got, Chris?
Panthers.
Are you sure?
The Carolinas.
Are you sure about that one?
Yes, sir.
I don't know. I feel like you're a little hesitant on that one. I think I'm going to put down the other team for you. I think I'm going to be nice. No, I'm just kidding. All right, Panthers it is for both of us because that's should be the give me of the week. The gimme. Pause that. All right, we got Washington versus the Bills. And you already said you got Washington, right?
The Washington
I got Bills.
Red Bull.
All right, here's an interesting matchup. Browns versus the Bears.
Interesting. Browns.
Yeah, I got Browns too.
I want Justin Fields to win that, though.
That would be cool. I hope he does well. Rooting for him. All right, next up, we got the Ravens versus the lowly Lions.
Ravens.
Yep, we got the easy ones up front, but there's going to be some tough ones later. I've also got the Ravens. All right, next up, we got the Colts versus Titans. The Colts are 0-2 right now. 0-2 Colts. Unbelievable.
I got the Titans.
I'm going to take the Colts. I don't think they're going 0-3. I really don't. And they've had 2 tough matchups to start. I think I'm taking the Colts. So, and you got Titans. The Los Angeles Chargers versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Both teams going down this week. You got the Chiefs. I also have the Chiefs. I picked against them correctly last week. And I picked against the Chargers correctly last week. I actually picked both of those games correct. That's cool. I like it. All right. Let's go with the Saints versus the Patriots.
This is a hard one to call. Hey, I really feel like.
Oh, wait.
I'm going to go Mac Man.
All right. I was literally writing down Pats. Like, I was, like, reading your mind. And I was like, wait a minute. He didn't say it. Why am I writing down?
I'm going to go with the Mac Man.
All right. Here's the toilet bowl of the week. The New York Giants versus the Atlanta Falcons.
Giants.
The toilet bowl. I also have the Giants.
You're the Giants.
All right. The Cincinnati Bengals versus the Pittsburgh Steelers.
This is going to be hard. Ooh. Who you got?
I got the Steelers.
Watching his own lineman. On top of that, we have 2 receivers with 0 set.
Yeah, go ahead and play that. Don't play that so everybody can hear it. Play that so everybody. Just put it in your mic.
All right.
One play that sums up the New York Jets. This one has to be it. This Patriots.
Actually, hold on. Pause it.
This Jets lineman is probably holding. There's a Patriot charging up the middle at Zach with no blocking at all.
Did you pause it?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to play it at the same time. Start from the beginning, and I'll give you a 3, 2, 1 countdown. You ready? 3, 2, 1, countdown.
That sums up the New York Jets. This one has to be it. This Patriots winning off the edge. This Jets lineman is probably holding. There's a Patriot charging up the middle at Zach with no blocking at all. This Jets dude is being pancaked on the ground. We have these 2 idiots staring at each other like, yo, what are we doing? I don't know. Let's just stand here. We have 78 touching his own lineman. On top of that, we have 2 receivers with 0 separation. And the cherry on top has to be Zach Wilson throwing this pick. And Corey Davis has no hops. If there's one play that sounds...
The classic, dude. That's so funny. Trade for Jamie Collins with a 5th-round pick? Jamie Collins? Should we trade for Jamie Collins, Chris?
No. You know what? I'm gonna go Bengals. Screw it.
Going Bengals. All right, I got the Steelers. Another matchup here. Chris is trying to catch me. Reminder, the loser has to drink a shot of hot
Go
sauce.
Bengals.
The shot of hot sauce. All right, so we got the Bengals versus Steelers. All right, next up, we got the Cardinals versus Jaguars.
Cardinals.
Agreed.
Kyler gonna have a field day.
I picked against the Cards last week, and they proved me wrong. Jets versus Broncos.
Bronx.
I agree. Jets. All right. Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Los Angeles Rams.
Got Rams.
I'm going Bucks. Give me the Bucks. Rams versus Bucks. I got the Bucks. All right. The Seattle Seahawks versus the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings 0-2. Tough loss last week.
Got Seattle.
I actually agree with that one. I think the Vikings, they're going to be... And you know, do I want to... Yeah, I'm just going to go with it. I'm going with Seattle. All right, and the 2 games left. We got the Green Bay Packers versus the 49ers.
Green Bay.
You know what? I picked Green Bay beforehand, but I'm going to switch it up. I'm going 49ers. Packers don't seem right yet. They were giving a lot up to the freaking Lions. I didn't like that. All right. The last game of the week is the Cowboys versus the Eagles, and we both already said the Cowboys winning that game. All right. So we got an interesting lineup here. We got how many different ones? I got Bills versus Washington different. I got Bills, you got Washington. I got Colts, you got Titans. I got the Saints, you got the Patriots. I got the Steelers, you got the Bengals. Oh, wait, you went Broncos, right?
The Bronx, yeah.
Yeah, I wrote you down for the Jets for some reason. That was stupid. Glad I'm looking at this. We both got Broncos. I got the Bucks, you got the Rams. Got the 49ers, you got the Packers. So we got an interesting lineup. Roger Smith also has the Titans, the Chargers, the Saints, the Falcons. Oh, he has the Falcons? Who are the Falcons playing again? The Giants. I love it. I hope you're right. The Steelers. 78 was Morgan Moses. Oh, yeah. 78 was Morgan Moses. I forgot about that. Morgan Moses is blocking his own dude. That is hilarious. Rams take the points as Bad his Fatfa. Interesting. Cards, Broncos, Rams, Hawks, 49ers, Cowboys for the Roger. All right, cool. All right, well, that is for the predictions. We had another nice show, a little over an hour and 15 minutes. Good discussions, everybody. Thank you all for being here. Any last words over there, Chris?
Skins win.
Skins win. I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for 17-0. You know I do all the time. Tyrod Taylor low-key rounds. And he got hurt again. Tyrod Taylor got hurt again. That's so sad. Yeah, the little boy killed him, especially when he says the 2 idiots looking at themselves. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Sammy Ball was the father of the NFL forward pass. What do y'all? Was Sammy Ball?
Sammy Ball.
The father of the NFL forward pass? I mean, he was incredible.
Ball.
Sammy Ball played both offense and defense. Only player in history to have throw 4 touchdowns and also have 4 interceptions as a defensive back. So, absolute stud. Western fan says HCTR. Thank you all for being here. It was a lot of fun. And if Chris doesn't have any last words, I'm going to head on out of here. Good stuff. And
until next time.
Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Also in the description below, there's a Discord link. Hop in the Discord if you haven't already. And In the description below, there's a donation links. If you feel so kind, you could donate to the channel. But until next time, see ya!